Creator of all that is, ubiquitous, encompassing, profound. Tuning into this energy of the divine is humbling and empowering all at once. That is one of the mysteries, the minuscule and the majuscule. Our part right here, right now, is why we are here, why we are tuning in. We are our purpose. Consider no predator and no prey, just us awash in divine energy with all its movement and play. When we do this, there is peace within. When there is peace within, there is gratitude. Where there is gratitude, there is clarity and direction that we are here to take responsibility now that we know who we are. We are of source, of creator energy, and so it is.
Hello, my name's Ron Vroman. I'm the old white man talking head for the Oregon Statewide Jural Assembly. I'm talking to you about July 21st, 10:30 a.m. on the plaza in front of the State House, Salem. We're going to be meeting there. Caveat to will, probate in open court. Our Article 3, Amendment 7, Civilian Common Law Court of Record that we've had going on Oregon since 2018 will have subpoenaed various departments in the state of Oregon to provide their bona fides. They make claims, and it's now time to prove those claims in open court, an Article 3, Amendment 7 Civilian Common Law Court of Record. Then we'll make some decisions. With the input from all those that testify, those that come because of a subpoena or don't come because of a subpoena, it'll be up to them. If they refuse to come and bring their documents to prove their point, to provide proof of the claims they make, Article 7 amended is legit. We say it is not, it is bogus, and they have no proof. And we'll see if they arrive with proof. We'll see if they even arrive. We've invited Tobias Reed and his number 2, Mike Kaplan. That's the closest thing that we have to anybody in the state of Oregon governance that might be legit. We know that the governor's office under Kate and Tina is not legit. They're both convicted criminals. They have no honor. They can't hold a position of trust. 89 out of the 90 legislators can't. So, step by step, we've brought them to this point. We've brought ourselves to this point. We've brought Article 1, Section 1 of Oregon's Constitution, the Social Compact, the provisional government on Oregon, is going to hold open court on the plaza, 10:30, July 21st, 2025. And I yield. Hello, my name's Ron Vroman. I'm the old white man talking head for the Oregon Statewide Jural Assembly. I had a chance to work with William this morning. We don't get to work together as much as we used to. And we got to talk. And we came to a conclusion. The conclusion is it's showdown. And it's between William keeps the Sabbath and reads scripture, among a lot of other things. But he is remarkably fixed. And when we decided it was good against evil, or however you want to call it, the lines drawn, he pointed up like that. And we were loading something in the back of his truck. And he's right. The oath that we have to take is with the laws of nature and nature's God included. That's it. You have to get that much into your oath. If you're a Leo and you're packing a gun, you'd better add protect and defend in there, not just support the Constitution. Then you're supposed to know which Constitution, not just some Constitution, but which. Identify. Be a good idea if you knew what dictionary the definitions were found in. Those kinds of things. Important. Complying with ORS 206. There you go. Now that's a catchy thing to do. Actually comply with the laws specifically designed, the statute specifically designed for the sheriff's office. Oh, whoever heard of such a thing, completing all of that. For those of you that don't know, the Oregon Statewide Jural Assembly has audited 9 out of the 36 offices of sheriff on Oregon, and not one of them has been able to qualify for the office of sheriff as the sheriff. They all failed. Sam Elliott did the best so far. And it wasn't like it was a spring something on you as a trick. We posted it on 9 county bulletin boards. What a sample oath looked like and what our Article 3, Amendment 7 court's verdict was, and posted it on all 9 of their bulletin boards. That didn't go really well, but we completed the function. Now here we are, months later, and we still don't have a sheriff that's lawfully in his office, or her. We have 4 female sheriffs. So when we're coming to this big fork in the road, it's not like that baseball player said, when you get to the fork in the road, take it. It's not like that. You're at the fork of the road. You're either de facto and committed to the fraud, and you'll suffer the consequences of that action, or you're jure, constitutional, original jurisdiction, without the fraud. You took a proper oath. You understand the constitutions. You understand the requirements of the job, and you completed it. And we have a sheriff. We need 36. If we don't get a sheriff, then we have to go to the county commissioners or the county whoever. We will have a proper government on Oregon. We are no longer deceived. You are no longer deceived. You know exactly what we're talking about. So on July 21st, a Monday at 10:30 in the morning on the plaza in front of the State House on Court Street in Salem. Caveat to will, probate and open court. We, our Article 3, one Supreme Court claiming original jurisdiction, Article 7, and Amendment 7, Civilian Common Law Court of Record, will be there. And we will be taking testimony and receiving documents. They have been subpoenaed, are being subpoenaed, will have been subpoenaed. No more deceit. If you can't show up, it's because you don't have the proper bona fides. If you had them, you would show up. Even if you don't have them, show up. Stand and deliver and stand and receive. We're in your town, Nick. Come see us. I yield.
Hi, my name is Charlie White. I'm with the Oregon Statewide Jural Assembly. We've been working for quite some time, connecting with our sheriffs, or at least trying, to encourage them and actually require them to take a proper oath to the proper constitution with God and the laws of nature included. So this is my first appeal. Where are our sheriffs? Our Article 3, Amendment 7, Civilian Common Law Court of Record has made numerous visits and relentless communications to our county sheriffs on Oregon. Why? Because our sheriffs are our first protection against governance overreach. It is our county sheriffs that should be there to assist seniors to prevent their eviction from their home and all they possess. It should be our county sheriffs who protect and defend the people from a corrupt court system, rather than ticketing them or supporting the illegitimate amended Article 7 courts. Our sheriffs seem to be avoiding any engagement with us, the people reaching out for a conversation about their refusal to see us. Contact requests are met with cricket sounds. Where are our sheriffs? It is significant that they take a proper oath to the Constitution circa 1859 with its original jurisdiction. It's a necessity. That is to the people rather than to a corporation, and to our Creator, that is, with God included. Such a dejuration, an oath, is needed for there to be remedy in our system of governance. Let's get this ball rolling. It's just taking one of you to make a difference. It gets it started to assist in awakening your colleagues in sheriffdom. Let it be so.
Hello, my name's Ron Vroman. I'm the old white man talking head for the Oregon Statewide Jural Assembly. I'm bringing this to you folks because we're promoting July 21st at 10:30 in Salem on the plaza across from the State House. We're meeting there. Our Article 3 Court, Amendment 7, Civilian Common Law Court of Record. What the badge is for. Were you hoodwinked? I was until I was 75. They ML or MK altered me, and boy, I was sold. I knew things were all wrong, and I was angry. I was the only man at an anger management class that was not required by a court's order to attend. Buildings do not fall down like that. I've been a construction engineer for Glenn Martin Marietta, and American Machine and Foundry a long, long time ago. 44 did not meet the requirements of the office he was in. Afghanistan and Iraq were constitutionally impossible. DHS is bogus, and they know it, and they do it anyway. We, all of us that are aware and are not criminally inclined. Let me repeat that. We, all of us that are aware and are not criminally inclined. As an example, sociopaths usually keep it together good enough as a cop. A lot of men are trained killers, and some work for the cops, not for our peace, safety, and happiness. We, that same group as mentioned above, informed the Oregon State Sheriff's Association and the sheriffs in 2017, before we even had a name for ourselves. We have taken a lot of steps in that time. That has passed. Had the sheriff self-corrected, what a difference that would have made. How does it go? Wishing one hand and something. William named it. The line is drawn. Everyone's status will be determined when they are confronted. Sheriffs cannot hide in a crowd, neither can deputies or Leos. We have prosecutorial discretion. And the Article 3, 1 Supreme Court claiming original jurisdiction, Article 7, found in Amendment 7, Civilian Common Law Court of Record. We are no longer deceived, and we will not be deterred. If you are unable to qualify for the office of the one your sworn duty is, every deputy will know, and the general public will know. This is a good opportunity for a do-over. Do it correct this time. Not required observance to the de facto and the jure that withered away. No. Constitution was not taught in the schools for 5 years, beginning no later than the 8th grade. Now that will stunt your peace, safety, and happiness. Now the sheriffs and the cops lump men and women that are not subject to their authority into the group that is seen as criminal. Sovereign Oregonians, without ruler or subject, are juris summa imperii. Until we have hurt someone or damaged property that you observed or you have proof of, you need a valid wet ink warrant or a finding from a grand jury. We are not the problem. We are the solution. Without all of us, the Oregon Statewide Jural Assembly doing the work, this has never been done before. People talked and talked and didn't get the job done. Others have attempted and failed. The Republic this or whatever that. And some others are attempting right now. Rocky, the Provost Marshal for the Oregon National Guard told us that there are several other assemblies on Oregon. Hooray! He sends all that information to the FBI. Me too. We'll all wind up at the same place. If you're on the correct path, coming at it from a different direction, of course we're not going to be together. But we will arrive at the same place if we're going to the correct place. You either a jure constitutionalist or a de facto, defined as illegal and illegitimate in Black's law. This is an experiment in government that is an anathema to the powers that should not be. The monarchs didn't like it from the start. There are over 200 members in the United Nations, and not one other of them has a constitutional republican form of government constitution where the people are sovereign. And out of the 33 states and 17 territories, only Oregon has made it to the jure as Article 1, Section 1. So we were first in this line. Delaware was first last time. One of our sheriffs will be first this time, out of 3,000. And I yield.
This is Bill. I'm with the Oregon Statewide Jural Assembly. This is a statement for the sheriffs. Sheriffs, one and all, the ball is in your court. We kicked it into your jurisdiction, which is separate from ours. Alas, it really is one team, you and us. It is, or rather should be, one jurisdiction. Your training, probably from childhood, has been to join the realm of the corporate jurisdiction, which is the entity that pays you to do what you do. You can join our team, that of the people, with a simple turn in mind switch. A tool to assist in the process is to consider taking a proper oath to the proper constitution with its original jurisdiction and with the laws of nature and of nature's God, as stated in our unanimous Declaration of the 13th United States of America. The last several months, we have posted and made publicly available what we consider a proper oath, where the persons in our governance. Sheriffs are our first effort at insisting on proper oath, for it is the sheriffs who are in their county positions to protect and defend the people who ticketed from ticketing or sending people to the illegitimate amended Article 7 courts that should not be. From governance, overreach, and taxation that takes seniors' equity, their forever home, and all they're possessed by enforcing convictions. It's like a shift in the mind. It is the recognition of one's allegiance to life and that which is God-given, rather than criminalizing living God-made beings for a dead corporate entity. Our sheriffs are our first protection against governance overreach. Taking a solemn oath is needed for there to be a remedy in our authoritative system of governance. Once a sheriff cognizes the importance of a proper oath, they can see themselves as one with the people, rather than a corporate entity meant to enforce our compliance to the bidding of the state. Therein is offered greater freedom, cooperation, and peace in all our dealings. Let it be so.
Anthony Devine. We are our sheriffs. For the last several months, we have posted and made available for what we worked on as a proper oath. For the persons in our governance, sheriffs are our first effort at our insisting on a proper oath. For it is the sheriffs who are here in their county position to protect and defend the people. Protect from what? some might say. From ticketing or sending people to the illegitimate amended Article 7 courts that should not be. From governance overreach and taxation that they should assist seniors in the prevention of their eviction from their loss of equity, their forever home, and all they possess. Our Article 3 Amendment 7 Civilian Common Law Court of Record has made numerous visits and relentless communication to our county sheriffs on Oregon to make a remedy from victimization of the people. How, you might ask? It's like a shift in the mind. It is the recognition of one's allegiance to life and that which is God-given. Rather than criminalizing living God-made beings for a dead corporate entity, our sheriffs are our first protection against governance overreach. The significance of elected government officials taking a proper oath to the original jurisdiction Constitution, circa 1859, is a tremendous recognition. The oath then is a promise to our God self, to our Creator God, and to people, not persons, such a declaration. Taking a solemn oath is needed for there to be remedy in our authoritative system of governance. Once the sheriff can make the shift, they can see themselves among the people rather than a corporate entity meant to enforce our compliance in the bidding of the state. This cognition promises to be a release of tension, greater freedom, and cooperation. Let it be so. I yield.
They do not want to let go of this. They do not intend on losing here. And we do not intend giving it back to them.
And then the bullets started flying, and then he jumps out of the car, and he's got both his hands up.
And he got out of the car, and he had his hands in the air. He's like, just shoot me then. This is what you want, just shoot me. And they did. They shot him dead. With his hands in the air, and I fought. I swear to God. He was just walking with his hands in the air. And they shot him. And they shot him dead, and then after he was down on the ground, shot him 3 more times.